Are you not entertained? Isn't that why you come here?
Secret cleaning method for anyone who...
It's a bell. I've heard about them.
Well, you'll see somebody walk on water if I run into an eel today.
Alexis, record video.
Yeah, we got a video of that.
He got one too, but mine's bigger.
See how that works. Right, this is one of the nicer cellar holes that I've hunted in the past. I haven't been here in a few years. Pretty large one. Pretty much intact. It's been a few years since I've been here. Not sure if I'm going to come up with anything. You know how these hunted out sites are. All I need is one good thing though. Nokta impact. 6.5 inch concentric coil. We're going to give her a dig, see what we can come up with. Well, it didn't take long to get my first find. Surface find. And I don't think that's too old. It's before the bottle bill, I think. I don't know. I don't think that's old enough to carry out of here. What do you think? Alright, fast start. Right at the lip here. I got a Coppar. It looks like a bigger one, like a British one. Maybe it's a token. It was ringing 73 on the Nokta impact. How awesome is that, baby? We'll see if we can get some more. Not quite sure what to make out of this. It's aluminum, I believe. Nothing special, I guess. Alright, the Coppar's had a little time to dry. I don't like doing much with them out here. And it looks like a Queen Vicky young head, maybe? I don't know, maybe it's something else, I don't know. The other side looks like that right now, and I'm not going to touch that. See some writing along the bottom edge. But I ain't going to mess with it out here. Alright, hopefully we can find one more of these. That'd be cool. Interesting one. Could be iron masking that. We'll dig that up, see what that is. Looks like behind the foundation here is like a trash pit. A little bit of everything. A lot of glass. Pieces of metal. All kinds of junk. Might be worth investigating in the future. Haven't found anything that looks too old for glass yet. But could be deeper down. What's this one? Yeah, don't look too old. Okay, we're gonna keep looking around. Looking for more big coppers. Alright, we got ourselves another coin. I think, by the way it's ringing and by the way it looks, it's an Indian. If it is, it's pretty rough shape. The other side is really bad. I think I could see part of the headdress. I think we have an Indian. Well, that's going to do it for me today. A couple coins, not bad. Detective batteries are just about done. So I think this is going to be it for today. Thanks for coming along. Alright, we're back at our old foundation for a second time. And I was picking up a signal here, and I'm pretty sure it's picking up this lead plumbing. Where is it? See something right there. But on the hole I dug this mason jar, not full of coins, but it's one I might take home. It says Atlas E to Z seal. It's a nice find. Alright, for our next wonderful relic, we have got a clock gear. I know the sun's kind of messing with you. That's what we got. Alright, I was here 2 days ago. You look at these uncovered holes. These are all my holes. But they were covered when I left. This happens sometimes. I've seen animals, like a fox or a coyote or something, has come by and dug up all my holes. I can rebury them and continue on. But when you find stuff like this, it isn't always just somebody just leaving them uncovered. Sometimes wild animals can do this too. Now, I've been filling in my holes from the other day, and the ones from today, of course. And it wasn't for some type of newbie metal detecting, it was this culprit right here. That would be a coyote. So the coyote comes in and smells where I've disturbed the ground and digs up. I don't know what they dig for, grubs or what have you, what they can find. Alright, I'm across the dirt road from the cellar hole. This is where the barn's set. There's plenty of iron and all kinds of other things. And you can't go without digging an axe head. It's a traditional one. Got plenty of those. I'll just leave this over here on the wall. If somebody wants it, they can come by and grab it. Yeah. Alright, this always shows up. Every old place. Even on people's lawns. The old spoon. Never fails. You can always find a spoon. We're almost done. Almost out of here. I dug a knife. I believe that's a knife blade. Minus the handle, of course. Pretty cool. Alright, I'm going to go through the settings on my Nokta impact that I use when I'm doing this. Let's see, let's get the backlight on so you guys can see. Okay, we're in DI3, which is discrimination mode, and gain 99, disc 02, ferrous volume F3, tracking off, brightness usually off, vibrate off. I don't use the light unless it's night. Frequency shift, whatever I need, usually I leave it right there. Okay, go over to the expert settings. Notch filter 02, audio tones 50, tone break 15, ISAT 01. You could run that at 0 if you want. I don't have highly conductive ground where I'm at. Frequency 05, and those are the settings I use. Alright, we're back home. This is wrap up time. Of course, I brought my Atlas mason jar home. A lot of other goodies that you find around those old cellar holes. And we got the spoon, and this what I thought was a knife. Look at it, it's got little flakes of gold gilt on it here and there. Pretty sure it's a letter opener. See where the handle attached, 2 holes there. Pretty sure that's what that is. That makes it even cooler than I thought. Got a clock frame, CCR, and our Indian head penny. This thing was crusty. I worked on it, toothpicked it, and it did come out. I got a date. This is I believe it's 1886. There is a date on there. It come out pretty good. Oh yeah, and that copper, that cleaned up alright. Check it out. How alright it cleaned up. How awesome is that? Providence of Nova Scotia. 1 penny token. 1832. There's only about 200,000 of these that were produced, and it's what's called the thistle token because of the thistle on the back. Check out the detail on that sucker. How awesome is that, huh? Okay, now I'm gonna send you to classic Madison, Maine from 2015. 2 hunts where I hunted this same cellar hole. The only other times I've hunted it. So enjoy that after the pictures. Okay. always hear the stealth diggers talk about signs, like that humongous tree. You take 3 people to wrap their arms around it. There's one right behind it that's down, there's a big one there. It's always a sign of something, this old washed out road. There's a foundation just on the other side here. Can't quite see it till you get up here, but what a beautiful foundation. Wow. And we could actually climb down in there. There's people throwing some junk in there. Not sure if anybody's detected here before. Doesn't look it, I don't see little piles anywhere, but you never know. Alright, our first find. See how this is all washed down to the rocks where the road was? That tells me that anything that was in here, which we have found already, right here. Look at this. Check this out. Not even buried. The first target is like an 80. See if you can find it. There it is. Right there. You see it? Right there? Just sitting on top. Now, what do we got here? Looks like we got, I don't know if that's a flat button or a token. I don't see any place for a shank. That might be a token, some sort. It's too thin to be a large cent or anything. But that's our first target. Awesome. Didn't even dig a hole yet. Alright, now I'm excited. I got something I think is pretty old. And I looked at it and I said, yeah, it's a button. It's probably half of a 2-piece or rosette. Got some type of design on it. But you flip it over. No, it's a concave 1-piece. How awesome is that? Shank intact. The only thing is what is that on there? I don't know. Alright, I was wondering when I was going to find a buckle, and I finally did. A little bit of a silver gild on it. Iron tongue all rusted up. We'll still take it though. And for our next find, we got a bell. One of these type, not the Crotal bells. These had iron knockers, so that rusted out and that part's gone, but we're glad to have it. On to the next. So far, this is our cleanest signal. $76, $77. Try and do this live if we can. Hoping for an Indian. Although I see in the 77, it very well may not be an Indian. Sorry, I tried to do a live dig. Oh. Something in here. There's another nail. I know that wasn't a nail. Bringing that 77, 76 solid. Alright, we'll get back to you if we come up with something. We found it. It was hiding right up here in the top of the plug here. That's got to be an Indian. It's got to be an Indian. Very thin. Believe it or not, that last one turned out to be a weedy. We got one here right along the rotted out roadway. And this is an Indian. Oh yeah. Focus, there we go. Stay. What year? I got no idea. Alright. This is kind of ironic. I used my shovel to dig somebody else's shovel. I don't think I'm going to take that with me. Gonna find a home for that somewhere on the foundation. Okay, on to the next. Alright, our next little find here. Looks like a little piece off a brooch or something. You see where it probably had some stones in it, and the back where it attached to something, or a little pin or something. Looks fairly old. Alright, we're starting to land some interesting stuff here. I got a little piece of metal, looks like an old car, old toy car. You know, that's early 19th century. And earlier, I dug this. Looks like a part of a model train. And this here, which I'm thinking is like maybe a part of a train track maybe. square piece of iron like that. Okay, on to the next. Alright, here we go with the wrap-up of the stuff we found at the old foundation. And our button, I've been trying to decipher if that's a pattern of something, a picture of something, but I think it's just like a fancy pattern. It's concave, one piece with a wire eye, early 1800s, late 1700s. And sitting right next to it is a blank disc, but you can see a head facing right, 27 millimeters in diameter. I'm believing it's a British half penny. The other side I see absolutely nothing. Can't make out anything of that. Got a beat up Indian. Got 4 wheats, couple buckles, marble, front door latch, iron buckle. We got this bell. I don't get too many bells. And this is like a handle for a scythe. I think that's a rosette, lantern stem, piece of a toy train. Be nice to find some of the rest of that. Oh, the light bulb fixture, a big piece of brass, I believe that is. It's pretty heavy. And that's what we come up with. Got some nice finds. And Dave from Relic in Scotland, if you could help me out on this one. Looks to me like a head facing right, and I think I see like a ribbon on the back, or a ponytail or something there. All right, till next time, I'll see you later. Alright, we're in the woods again, in our foundation right over there. And today we get the x-terra 705, which I call my Atari 2600 because of the sounds it makes. We're using 10-inch, 7.5 kilohertz coil, double D. And I've been in here with the AT Pro, the 5x8. I wanted something a little deeper. See if there's any targets that maybe the little coil couldn't get to. And our first decent find, it's a beautiful flat button. Look at the design on that. Almost doesn't look like a button, does it? But shank is fully intact, and that's an awesome start to the day. Out here in the woods, what would you least expect to find? Well, we find them a lot, but the disregarded spoon. Still got some silver plating on it. That looks good. It's got the fiddle pattern. Awesome. You're having a good day, and then you dig something and make it a fantastic day. Me and the x-terra did it. We dug something we haven't dug before. Look at this belt buckle. Not sure if that round pattern means anything or not, but that's a nice display piece right there. Awesome. I'd never gotten one like that. How awesome is that, huh? On to the next. Hopefully there's more. Alright, we got something else pretty cool. Name tag. Don't know what it went on. It says branch offices in New York, Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, Chicago, San Francisco. It doesn't have a year or anything on it. Probably for a bank, I would guess. Any ideas?
Alright, here we are in the wrap-up. This hunt was from a couple months back and I just never got around to posting it. And it's now July, just about August. It's very hot and I don't have a whole lot of footage to post right now. So I'm going to post this as my video for the week. And here we go. It's a Relic wrap-up this week. We got our dinnerware. This thing, which I believe to be an old school flashlight. Even though I don't see a place for the little lever to go on it. It has a star on the bottom and some writing around it that I never did make out. This here is like a collar for like a hoe or like a garden tool or something. This is our fancy buckle. I know I said it was a belt buckle, but it's not a belt buckle, it's a sash buckle. But it's a nice one, it'll look good in display. It's one I don't have. Rains guide holder. We got this tag here. It says branch offices, New York, Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, Chicago, San Francisco. I'm not sure if that went on like a briefcase or something for like a bank or something. I'm not sure. Anybody has any ideas on that, let me know. Valve stem cover for like a Model T. Got this little brass buckle thing. And a couple of buttons. That's just a regular flat button. The broken shank, and we got a nice little fancy button here. I've never seen one quite like this before. Cleaned up very nice. It's got a full shank on the back. What else we got here? A couple bullets, miscellaneous pieces, and we got a bell. What I think is like on the old telephones that hung on the wall. I think that might be a bell from that. If anybody thinks that's something else, please let me know. And this last item, before I tell you what it is, any guesses? Can you guess what that is? It's about 10 inches long. This is made out of brass. Of course, this is obviously some sort of iron. Alright, it's an old school soldering iron. They heat this part up in the coals or on the stove or whatever. Do their soldering with this piece here. That's what that is. Alright, not a bad little hunt. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.